Hello everyone, welcome to Free Tutorials India. In this video, I'll tell you how you can do a React Native setup in your Mac machine. So let's start. The setup is very simple. You just need to go to React Native website. Just need to type React Native. So this is the top website. This is the official website of React Native. So just click here and here you can see different options. You just have to click guides. Here you can see environment setup and setting up the development environment. Here are few options. As you can see, one is Expo CLI, one is React Native CLI. So I prefer React Native CLI. So just need to select this. Here you have to select the target OS. I'm using a Mac machine, so I'm selecting Mac OS. Target OS is iOS. These are few steps that you have to do step by step. In this video, I'll tell you and I'll also show you how you can do a setup because this is a fresh MacBook. So I'll do the setup and you can easily see it. So first, as you can see, this is the first step that we have to do. You just have to copy this command and open terminal, command spacebar, terminal. Here you just need to paste the command. So here it is showing command not found. You need to install Brew first. So let me just go to this website. This is Homebrew's website. So to install it in your Mac machine or Linux machine, you just need to copy this and you just have to paste it here and press enter. And here you have to enter your machine's password. Press return to continue or any other key to order. Let's continue. So in this step, Homebrew is getting installed. Once the Homebrew is installed, then you can run all these commands. So I'm doing an iOS setup. Mostly whatever the tutorials I'll provide, I'll show you the iOS setup. The Android part is almost same. If you have any issues with the Android part, or if you want, I'll create Android videos also. You can tell me in the comment section. Usually I choose iOS because it's quite fast and every step is mostly same. So I prefer developing the application in iOS and just you know uploading, or you can say creating an APK in Android device. I'll show you every step in my upcoming videos. So I'll start a React Native series which is called React Native Libraries. There are different libraries in React Native. As this is my first video, I'm doing the setup. In the next videos, I'll teach you how you can use different React Native libraries, and we will go step by step. There are hundreds of libraries in React Native that you can use in your project. So I'll go by one and you can just see how we can use different libraries. Some examples are React Native Image Picker, Facebook Login, Google Login, and so on. There are n number of libraries in React Native. So this whole series, this whole playlist will consist of every library that I am using. I'll show you how you can use it with the practical application of it. This process will take some time, so once it is done, I'll show you the next step. So as you can see, Homebrew is now installed. So I'll run the other commands. So this is the first command that I have to run. Just run it. Brew install node and brew install watchman. So these are two commands. We just need to copy and paste them. Now these two softwares will install. The next part is you need to install the Xcode. So the best way to install the Xcode is go to App Store and type Xcode. It's a big software. Basically, this is used for creating the iOS applications. So you just need to click here and it will start downloading. It would take some time because, as I said, it's a big software. It's around 12.6 GB. So yes, it would take some time according to your internet connections. And as you can see, the commands that I have just copy pasted are also been installing. So once the Xcode will install and these commands will finish, then we have to do this step. So let's wait for some times so that my Xcode will be downloaded, and then we'll do this command, and then we'll actually create an application in which we will use different libraries of React Native. And let's wait. Let's wait for some. As you can see, our Xcode is installed and all our dependencies are not done. Let me just open the Xcode. Now we have to install the command line tools, and these commands are also installed. So once the Xcode will open, we have to install the latest command line tools, as you can see here. So let's just wait till the Xcode will load. And below it, as you can see, we have to select Xcode preferences, then the components, and you have to install it. There is one more command which is sudo gem install cocoapods. Let me just copy it. Here you can just click on agree, copy the password, and it will install some components initially. I'm also just pasting the sudo gem install cocoapods password. So as you can see, cocoapods is also being installed, and once we have installed these, then we can create an application. So it would take a little time depending upon your internet connections. The setup for iOS is quite simple. You just need to run these commands. There is, for if I talk about the Android part, there are some additional steps, but that is also quite simple. Show this window, create a new Xcode project, just click here, will create a basic Xcode project. So now command says you need to go to Xcode, then preferences. So click on this, just click cancel. Oh, next. So we need to go to Xcode preferences. We're not creating any project for now, we are just doing the setup. So components, as you can see, select preferences, then select components, and we need to download the latest simulator. So this is the latest for now. Let me enter the password again, and if the simulator starts downloading, it's 5.32 GB, so it's also a long. And then till then we'll download the command line tools. So this is the command line tools. You just need to go and select it. It will automatically install the command line tools. So command line tools 13.2.1 has been installed, and these are some derived data archives. It We will see this when we'll start creating the application. In components, it would take some time because it's 5.32 GB. We are not creating any application for now. As you can see, cocoapods is also installed successfully. So let's wait for some time till our simulator will download. Then we'll create an application which is called Moneybox. This is the application that I'll create from very scratch. So this tutorial will have two playlists. One is this Moneybox, in which I'll give you a practical training how you can start a project. Everything regarding a project I'll tell you. Then there is a separate series, as I already told, which is React Native libraries. I'll use different libraries. I'll put every library in that playlist, and I'll also use some additional libraries which you could use. So yes, let's wait for some time. Simulator installation is done and CocoaPods has also been installed. Now we'll run this command and try to create our application. So let me just copy this and let me just clear my terminal. So awesome project is basically a random name. We will use our project name, which is Moneybox. Once you click enter, will start creating your project. So as you can see, it is very simple. Now you just need to Y plus enter. The process is very simple for iOS. I'll also do the process for Android just to show you. I mostly create every application on iOS because in Android everything is exactly same, so you don't need to check. uh, it will take little time to create a project. Once it will start, I'll also show you how to run it. In 2022 it is very easy right now, and you can do the setup quite easily. The installation guide is very easy, straightforward. Anybody can do it. I've been using Mac for last I think 7 to 8 years. I've also done it in Linux, it's also same, and Windows too. So you can directly do it. But on those systems you can't use the Xcode because for Xcode, for creating an iOS application, you require a Mac machine. So if you want to be a React Native developer, or you want to create an iOS application, so you need a Mac machine for it. So once our project will start, we'll run it, and I'll also show you. In the next video, I'll show you the project structure, and we will create our first screen. And this series is all about practically doing everything. This is not a tutorial course, it's a basic practical training that when you join an organization, anybody, or you'll get to know about these things. So if you wanted to learn React Native, you wanted to create your own applications pretty easily, you can just follow me on Free Tutorials India, because just I'm just sharing my experience, what I have learned in my 4 years. And I hope these videos will help you in future. And the next part, which is the libraries, that will also help you to learn about different React Native libraries. See, project installation is done. Now I'll just start my project. npm start. Oh, I just need to go with this particular project, cd box. Now I'll just do npm start. And to run a project, you need to give permission. To run a project, you just need to go to your folder. This is my folder, and this is the workspace, not this Xcode project. You need to use this workspace, and just close it. It will start your Xcode directly with this project. You can also use a command called npx react native run ios, that will also directly run your project. But I'm using, and you can say, a old way, but this has been effective for me. It's just depending upon you which has been comfortable. So once the Xcode will start, I'll choose a simulator that I have downloaded, and I'll just run the project for you. The simulator has been running. It takes some time to open a simulator. As I said, for the first time it would take some time, but once it will set up, then you can use it pretty easily, very quickly. As you can see, our server is running. npm start is a single command that you have to use. As you have seen that the whole setup that I did is from very scratch, you can just follow it pretty easily. And in some time our project will start, and I also show you the simulator. In the next video, I'll start about discussing how you can start your project, some guidelines from my end, and then we'll start working towards the application, which is Moneybox. And while seeing videos, while watching me how I'm doing things, you can create your own application pretty easily. Congratulations, your setup is done now. Now you can create your own applications in React Native. And from next video we'll start talking about the project structure, how you can start your project from the very scratch. And while using these tips and tricks that I'll provide in this tutorial set, in this practical training, you can create your own applications, which is very easy, very effective, user friendly, and you can create them pretty quickly. So congratulations, this is the first class. I hope you like this video, and if you want to watch our practical training, you can follow us on Free Tutorials India. Click on that bell icon so that you'll get the notifications or of latest videos. And congratulations, your setup is done. And yeah, happy new year. Bye bye.